So I'm the clinical director of the Ohana, and basically what that means is overseeing the client care, making sure that clients get good clinical, ethical treatment. I absolutely love working in addiction. I've come from a family with addiction problems, and I've seen it firsthand. I've seen just families devastated by addiction. The main purpose and meaning behind my work is how do we help people heal? How do we help people heal from a horrible disease that's killing hundreds of thousands of people a year? Being an addict is horrible. It's painful. It destroys lives. It destroys families. Being an addict is a brain disease. You have a brain that tells you that you can do something that you can't. It tells you that you can't stop. Being an addict will destroy your entire life. So when you have someone come in and you help them see the light and they change and they move from the deepest, darkest places of their lives to living this healthy, beautiful life, that's amazing for me. When you're working with families, you have the ability to heal the entire generational pattern. When you work with someone in addiction, if you can heal one person in addiction, you can heal generations of addiction because they're not repeating that pattern any longer. We repeat trauma because it's familiar. It's not comfortable, it doesn't feel good, but it's familiar. So sometimes the thought of moving outside of that comfort zone is more scary and more traumatic than staying in it. So we need people to guide us through that and get us out of that. There is a way out. The only way out is through, unfortunately. The treatment for trauma is creating a safe space, because what happens when we're exposed to trauma is we feel very unsafe, we feel vulnerable, we feel scared. So how do we recreate those childhood issues and make them safe and comfortable? It takes time, it really does, but it absolutely is possible. Treatment in Hawaii is really special. There's just like this magical thing that occurs on the islands. There's sort of this mana that people tap into. I've worked with lots and lots of clinicians over years. I've worked in lots of different environments, but there's something about that energy of being able to hold a very close and tight container. And what that means is being able to keep boundaries with staff, being able to keep boundaries with clients, and not only being able to maintain boundaries, but to keep them in a compassionate manner. So we have to be able to set limits, but at the same time, we have to hold on to that healing part, that compassionate part of what we do.